Never forget what it took to get you here. You are on the right path now, but remember when you were on the wrong path? Remember what it took when you had those sleepless nights, kept getting arrested for those OWIs, drinking and drivings, when you were fighting for your life through domestic abuse, when you just couldn't put your finger on it and you couldn't see the problem. Y'all get in here. I heard your ancestors say your past led you to the path that you're on right now. You had to go through all of those things in life, those challenges, in order to get here. And yeah, you were young. You were young. You were hard headed. You didn't listen. No one could tell you anything. So you had to learn the hard way because those were the choices you made. When you remember when you couldn't hear, you wouldn't listen, you knew everything. You knew everything. You were definitely in your fuck around and find out mode. Or you were in your fuck around and find out age. That's what got you here. That's what put you on this path. The cycles, the lessons. You had to learn your lesson. You had to learn that you didn't know everything. You had to see your own self in the mirror. You had to see yourself drunk. You had to see yourself in jail. You had to see yourself in trouble. You had to see yourself pregnant. You had to see yourself alone. You had to sit in it. You had to feel it. You had to experience it. In order for you to appreciate what's coming next, you had to go through there. When I tell you that the blessings that is coming in, the blessings that is coming in, you are receiving these blessings because you worked diligently. You worked very hard on your craft. You worked dead-end jobs. You finished school. And not all of you, because some of us went and got GEDs. Some of us graduated. But some of us went back to college. Some of us left high school straight to college. So not everybody. You know, everybody's path is different, but you from a young child knew you were already going to have struggles. You from a young child, young age, knew that things wasn't going to be exactly what you needed it to be. Still, you had the courage. You had the courage to continue on that journey. You had the courage and you showed strength on how to fight something that you couldn't even see or believe that was happening. You won that battle. And you went through many's and many's and many's of battles. Yes, you were a damn fool. You were a fool. And that's why you are divinely guided now, because you are aligned and you are on your path. And this is no longer, your past is no longer your future. The future that you have going into is definitely one that's guided divinely by the Most High, your ancestors and your spirit guides and your loved ones on the other side. So you are in an era where you are going to have whatever you like. You don't have to choose. I see new cars, travel, celebrations, celebrating you. But before you got here, before you even got to this place, they had to be stern with you. They had to lead you down this path. They also had to show you who you were in that moment. They had to make those changes for you. And then you had to make those changes for yourself. And this is how you got here. So don't ever forget where you came from and how you got there. But you had to pray, you had to manifest, and you had to make changes. And this is how you're being blessed with that divine inheritance, abundance, wealth, because your ancestors, spirit guides, and loved ones had compassion for you, and they watched you as you suffered through your own demise. Accountability is everything. You own your shit, and they'll give you yours. And I'm going to leave it here because some of you are still on the road to healing, and you want the shortcut, but there is no shortcut. Anything unhealed in you will be exposed. Anything you're still doing that you think you should be doing that you know not to do will be exposed. We do not, and hear me clearly, they are saying we do not reward bad behavior. So if you're still running around saying you just can't catch a break, maybe you need to go and look in that mirror and find out which one of y'all are still talking. The healed one or the transformed you. I return your energy to you. I love you. The booking link is in the bio.